Hello, my name is Boffin PLL and I am your Swedish Dungeon Master, Swedish Nerdy Dungeon Master even, here back. And I'm going to today explain exactly what is a Lichen, what is the planet every player inhabits within Project Leech Life, or the main big planet for now, as more planets are being discovered throughout the universe. But today we're going to be deep diving into the 500 plus years of lore and history that is within Lichen. In this video we will be explaining the survival arcs to the unknown evolution, reincarnation of life. So let's get right into it. So the unknown evolution actually starts on our planet, which is Mother Earth, the known planet we all love and adore. But as this evolution came to happen, as humans started flooding in, and these special species of just humans got so much leverage throughout the world, many other gods from all over the solar systems got interested into this Mother Earth and why it was progressing the way and why these were alive. So on a specific solar system called Lichen, there was a special god. His name is, he wanted to have the same thing, but he wanted to experiment first. He created something that we still don't know here on Lichen throughout the researchers, but he summoned 6 people. Here are the descriptions of the survivors. When we now go into the survival arc, we have 6 heroes, and as they get teleported, they come across a portal that then becomes ruined as they walk in. The area around them are rubble to trees. All these trees have different colorings, and it is extremely exotic and new for all of these people. Most of them maybe just think they're in a hallucinating dream, but it is real. The first description of the first person that walks out of the portal was Bloodcur. Well, the same name as the god of blood and war, but that is only a if, as they name them people for something in the future, for something further on regarding the name. But we're not 100% sure if it's related that this guy that went through a portal became a god is the Bloodcur. But there is one out of these heroes that we know has some relation, or is. Well, the first one being Bloodcur. He was supposedly wearing kind of this fighter slash pit fight outfit. From the researchers know that he fought with his fist always. And there's even a tale that at one point he came back from death and punched down 4 Beretta Tigers. But that's just a tale I've heard somewhere. I don't know where. The next one that came through the portal was Oratrix, the god of animals, or supposedly. As I said with Bloodcur, these are names given based on something I'm going to relate in the future. She is the one that we know the least of, but she had an affinity with animals. That's something we know throughout hints of runes and stuff that we have found through the years. But we aren't sure of much more of that. She was most likely a dwarf, but we are not 100% sure. Moving on, we have Lavend, which is the one we know the most of, but also kind of fading in our memory for some reason. It seems like every time we find a clue about him, something gets forgotten. But he is the creator of the Mystic Realm, what we know as his statue is in the Mystic World compared to the other 6. And why I'm saying this statues? Well, that ruined portal I was talking about had 6 or 5 statues, each representing one of these survivors. And that's how we have gotten the most intel, though the depictions on the statues aren't 100% accurate as what we know, based on the evidence we've got. The creator of the Mystic Realm, and also the creator of the Mystic Walkers, which is a type of tiefling that is resistant to radiant and immune to blindness, as they have adapted to the coloring manifestation of the Mystic Realm, which is my role on the Feywild, but it's a different kind of dimension, and it is way different. Throughout conspiracy theories, Lavender has always been the one that has been the most different out of all of them, only leaving a mark. Some people even think that he's dead. A god being dead is almost unreal. Next up, we have 2. Funny enough, we have Barrier and Amara. Supposedly Barrier being the god of the nature, and Amara, the god of love. These 2 are supposedly in love, or even married, as hints leads us to expect that they, before being teleported here, they were lovers, or are lovers. But there's no official notice of any of that. But what we know is that the 2 really hanged around. Maria seemed to be the outgoing person out of the 2. And last but not least is Runa, the god of knowledge and secret. And with that came different things, but one that is extremely noticeable is that her impact on today's society is extremely big, as she's still worship, or everything on the list I've talked about is, if they are their gods, though, they are worshipped, but especially Runa in a very specific located place, the Shakam people. It is a special kind of humanoid creature that has forever lived on Lurch, even before the teleporters. Supposedly, they are a rare breed of Goliath archer, if we will relate them to anything, that has an innate magic connection to a magic that is really forbidden, but they can manage. It is called the Void or Nightmare. They worship Runa, and throughout the years has managed to keep the tradition alive, as they also tame their own variant of their dragon, or of a dragon that only they have control of. There is one exception, but they're called the Jet Black Dragons, and they are the most fierce dragons within the world of Legend. However, we skip all that and we move on as we go to our... Oh, I remember, there was only 6 people. Must have forgotten somebody. Mara, Runa, Lavender, Vortex, Bloodcut. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Oh, 6. That's weird. Well, moving on. It is supposedly a story that could be true, but what happens afterwards is that we move on from the survival arc, and we move past some... We don't know how many years has gone, but at this point, year 1 begins.